Welcome back to B&B for Phone. It is a fantastic day to dive deep into the scandalous world of Los Angeles. We have some absolutely mind-blowing theories and spoilers to discuss today, and trust me, you are going to want to hear every single detail. Grab your favorite snack, settle in, and let's get right into the madness unfolding on our screens. Do you guys think Eric Forrester will be Sheila Carter's new man? That's crazy. But honestly, when you really think about the current landscape of Bold and the Beautiful, it starts making a terrifying amount of sense. We are looking at a potential storyline that could completely shatter the Forrester family dynamic as we know it. Here at B&B for Phone, we absolutely love digging into these wild possibilities, and this one has my brain working in overdrive. Let's break down exactly why the writers might be gearing up to reunite one of the most toxic, unbelievable couples in soap opera history. As viewers know, Eric and Donna are currently hitting a massive, potentially insurmountable wall in their relationship. The details of Donna's betrayal are sending shockwaves through Eric's world, and let's be honest, this might just be the final nail in the coffin for their romance. Eric has always valued loyalty above all else, and when that trust is broken, he tends to spiral into a very dark place. We have seen him forgive a lot over the years, but there is a breaking point for the Forrester patriarch. Donna's actions have left him feeling isolated, vulnerable, and deeply hurt. And you know what happens when a wealthy, powerful man is left nursing a broken heart in that massive, empty mansion? He becomes the perfect target for a predator who knows exactly how to play on his insecurities. I honestly hate seeing Eric in this position because he deserves peace and happiness, but from a dramatic standpoint, it is the perfect setup for a massive plot twist. Now, let's pivot to the absolute menace of Los Angeles, Sheila Carter. Can you believe it? She has officially divorced Deacon Sharp, meaning she is a free agent on the romantic market. She can literally sink her claws into any man she chooses. We know Deacon is currently trying to move forward with Taylor Hayes, and while Sheila is undoubtedly plotting her revenge for May Sweeps, she is also a woman who desperately needs a backup plan. Sheila never just floats around aimlessly. She always has a target, a goal, and a manipulative strategy brewing in that twisted mind of hers. Without Deacon to anchor her to any sort of normalcy, she is completely unhinged and looking for her next host. And who better to target than the man she once called her husband? The man who holds the keys to the kingdom she so desperately wants to rule? Let's take a trip down memory lane, shall we? For those of you who have been watching for decades, or for the newer fans who love a good history lesson, you will remember that Eric and Sheila were actually married back in the 1990s. Yes, you heard that right. It was a storyline that absolutely disgusted and disappointed his entire family. The Forresters were sick to their stomachs seeing this psychotic woman parading around as the lady of the manor. Sheila loved everything about Eric. She was intoxicated by his immense wealth, his striking good looks, his undeniable power, and his genuine kindness. He was the ultimate prize. But as for Eric, well, I can't exactly explain why he was so attracted to her. It was a bizarre, almost hypnotic pull. Maybe it was the danger, or maybe Sheila just knew exactly how to manipulate his savior complex. But the fact remains they have a history. They have a connection that, however dark and twisted, actually exists in the canon of the show. Why on earth would Eric fall for this again? That is the million-dollar question we have to ask ourselves. When a man like Eric Forrester faces a devastating betrayal from someone sweet and seemingly innocent like Donna, his entire worldview fractures. He might start thinking that the good girls are just as capable of breaking his heart as the bad ones. So why not embrace the chaos? Why not let someone like Sheila, who is unapologetically wicked, into his life? At least with Sheila, he knows exactly what he is getting. Plus, Let's not forget that Eric is getting older, and loneliness is a powerful, destructive force. If Sheila swoops in, playing the sympathetic listener, validating his anger towards Donna, and offering him the kind of intense, undivided devotion she is famous for, Eric might just be blind enough to fall into her trap. It is a classic suspense trope, and the writers could easily use a slow-paced plot to rebuild this toxic romance brick by brick. But here is the surprise. Sheila's potential pursuit of Eric isn't just about rekindling an old, bizarre romance. Oh no, it is so much more sinister and calculated than that. This is about real estate power and ultimate access. What is Sheila's #1 goal in life? Her son John Finnegan and her grandson Hayes. Right now, Steffy Forrester Finnegan is doing everything in her power to keep Sheila miles away from her family. But imagine if Sheila marries Eric. Suddenly, she isn't just an outsider looking in, she is the matriarch of the Forrester family. She would be living in the main house, hosting family dinners, and dictating who comes and goes. Steffy would be absolutely powerless to ban Sheila from the property if Eric is the one inviting her in. It is a terrifyingly brilliant strategy. Sheila would literally force her way into Finn and Hayes' lives by becoming Steffy's step-grandmother. That's crazy. Can we just pause for a second and imagine Steffy's reaction to this? Steffy is already dealing with a massive headache at Forrester Creations, weighing whether to fire Ivy Forrester after that whole intercepted letter fiasco with Electra and Will. Not to mention, she has no idea that Brooke Logan is currently making a seductive power play to steal her co-CEO position. Steffy is under an immense amount of pressure, and if she walks into the Forrester mansion and sees Sheila Carter pouring Eric's tea, she is going to have a full-blown meltdown. The hostility would be off the charts. Steffy and Sheila have a bitter, violent history, and putting them in the same family hierarchy would create the most explosive television we have seen in years. I am getting chills just thinking about the screaming matches and the inevitable physical altercations. And you won't believe what happens next when the rest of the family finds out. Ridge Forrester is already caught in a ridiculously complicated corporate war between his daughter Steffy and his partner Brooke. If his father marries the woman who shot both Steffy and Finn in that dark alley, Ridge might actually lose his mind. The entire Forrester and Logan clans would have to unite against a common enemy, which is something we rarely see. Brooke, who is currently fighting with Katie over Hope's career, would have to drop everything to save Eric from Sheila's clutches. Even Donna, despite her betrayal, would likely try to intervene, realizing that she pushed Eric right into the arms of the devil. This single plot twist would ignite every single dormant storyline on the canvas and force all the successor characters to deal with the sins of the past. We know from the recent timeline updates that Sheila is gearing up for some serious manipulative moves just in time for May sweeps. While everyone assumes her primary target is destroying Deacon and Taylor's new romance, what if that is just a distraction? What if Sheila realizes that punishing Deacon isn't enough and she needs to elevate her status to truly win? Seducing Eric Forrester would be the ultimate power move. It proves to Deacon that she doesn't need him. It terrorizes Taylor, who is Steffy's mother and Sheila's historical victim, and it gives Sheila the ultimate shield of the Forrester name. The writers love to give us these massive, jaw-dropping moments during sweeps, and a secret wedding or a shocking engagement announcement at the Forrester mansion would definitely break the internet. So, will this story actually happen? Fan theories are running wild right now. Some viewers believe Eric is too smart to fall for Sheila again, pointing out that his health issues and recent near-death experiences have given him a new perspective on life. But let's be honest, this is bold and the beautiful. Logic often takes a backseat to high drama and shocking twists. If the writers want to create maximum suspense and utilize their most iconic villain, pairing Sheila with Eric is an absolute goldmine. I personally have a love-hate relationship with this idea. I hate seeing Eric manipulated because he is the heart of the show, but I absolutely love the chaos Sheila brings when she has real power. It makes for incredible daytime TV. We might even see some wild scenarios where replacement actors are brought in for flashbacks, or where Sheila tries to isolate Eric completely from his family to secure her dominance. The possibilities are truly endless, and the fallout would be catastrophic for everyone involved. From the boardroom battles at Forrester Creations to the quiet, dangerous corners of Il Giardino, every single character would feel the impact of Sheila Carter becoming Mrs. Eric Forrester once again. I want to know exactly what you guys think about this. Do you believe Eric's heartbreak over Donna will drive him into Sheila's waiting arms? Will Sheila use this marriage to finally get her hands on Finn and Hayes? And how long would it take for Steffy to absolutely lose her mind? Drop all your theories, predictions, and wild guesses in the comments below. We love reading your thoughts and debating these crazy storylines with you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss an update from B&B for Phone. Until next time, keep watching, keep guessing, and we will see you in the next video.
What do you guys think about today's drama? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for your daily dose of bold and beautiful news. See you in the next video.